This is the scale that you may want to use to create a bokeh or to make sure your subject is going to be clear. So this scale here, adjacent to the focusing distance scale, is going to tell you in between a distance, everything is going to be clear. Past that distance, everything is going to be blurry. This is going to be your bokeh. For instance, here I set the aperture to 16. That's just my setting for this camera. And obviously I'm going to have a shutter speed associated with it. So when the aperture is set to 16, and I'm going to first adjust my focusing distance to just match the subject, then I will look on this scale here and I'm going to identify the aperture number. There is one here and one there. Also, you can look for the other numbers. Some of them are missing, so you are going just to interpolate, imagine them, because they couldn't put all the digits on that small space. So aperture 16, I will check where is 16 here and there, and when I fix my focus to the subject I want, I will read here, this is the yellow one is going to be feet, this one white it's meter. Let's talk feet. So 16, everything between 5 feet from the camera up to about 10, 12, at this point here, 12 feet from the camera, everything between 5 and 12 is going to appear clear. Everything past 12 is going to appear blurry, is going to be my bokeh. Let's try another number here. I'm going to use the numbers that are on the scale just for the video to be more clear. So if I set now the aperture to 4, for the same focusing here, I'm going to look near the 4 that's here and near the 4 that's there. So it's going to be, it's difficult to read here. I would say something around near 7 feet, 7 to 8, 6 to 8. So the clear subject is going to be around maybe 6.5 to 7.5 clear in that depth of space. Everything past 7.5 feet from the camera is going to be blurry. So I know here, for instance, because these numbers are very close, that my clear area is going to be very shallow. It's just about 1 foot depth. It's little, right? It's 30 centimeters. So it's easy this way to create a bokeh behind the subject, right behind the subject. And this also shows you that at the smallest apertures, so when the camera is smallest number apertures or wider apertures, the lower the number here, the wider the diaphragm is going to be. The depth of field is going to be very small. At the wider apertures, well, actually smaller openings and wider f number, the depth of field is going to be much larger. So it's more difficult to obtain a bokeh, if you want. Still possible, but more difficult. So that's how you use this kind of scale here. It's usually on all lenses. And again, you can, let's say I'm going to start first by placing my focusing. I just focus with the lenses and my subject is a 10. If I want, for instance, to have a shallow depth of field, so a small clear area to create more bokeh, I would always try to get a smaller f-stop. So if I get a smaller f-stop, I will open more the lenses, so I may want to use a higher shutter speed to cut the light. I always need to get the right exposure as well, parameters. So that's how it works. And keep in mind, if you have a lens that drops to a lower aperture number here, then it's going to be able to create smaller depth of field, so more bokeh if possible, if there is objects behind. That's how we use this scale.